All right, so last video, we introduced the bag abstract data type. It's just a bag, it's unordered, so that means the things inside of it aren't in any particular order. The order does not matter. They are in an order, like, something's at index 0 of an array, but it doesn't matter if the bag has 4, 5, 9, and 2 in its array. It can also just represent these values like this. 4 and 9, right? And these we're going to call as equivalent bags. So your implementation might do it this way, some other implementation might do it this way, but since a bag is not ordered, the order doesn't matter. So that's what I mean by unordered, okay? The order doesn't matter. You don't have to preserve the order of the bags. That'll actually come in handy. And so what we were talking about is the things you might want to do to the bag, right? And we talked about, oh, you might want to insert, you might want to remove, you might want to, so let's actually type these. Let's actually write these. Things you might want to do to a bag. Okay, and right now we're worrying about a bag of integers. Remember, I said I would help you come up with a way to make this generic, maybe at the end of class today, or end of this lecture. So what are the things you might want to do to the bag? Well, you might want to insert into bag, okay? And the question is, with that, well, we'll get there. We might want to remove from bag, insert, remove. Okay. We also might want to check the size of the bag. Okay. And we also might want to clear the bag. So the size of the bag, meaning the number of items. Let's say like the number of items in the bag, because that could get ambiguous. Items currently in the bag. Okay. We can clear the bag, also called empty. Actually, why do we just call it clear? Why don't we just call it empty? If it's a bag, there's no such thing as clearing a bag. You empty that. If you said, I'm going to clear my bag, I guess you could. I don't know, whatever. We can check target. And that checks if an item is in the bag. So you're asking a yes or no question. Is item in bag? And finally, we can get target count, which is how many of a particular item is in the bag. Like how many 4s are in the bag. 4s in bag, for example, or something like that. Okay? So these are our functions, all right? And for a bag, and these are common functions for a bag. This is if you go around saying bag at CS parties, people will know what you're talking about. And these functions are the basic functions for a bag. Sometimes you might have more or less, but these are the ones that typically exist. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna ask a question below, and then we'll have another video where we actually go through this and talk about what these things might look like in terms of an interface in Java. So we're gonna talk about a new Java construct that you guys have seen before, but we'll talk about it more formally.